Fope in the previous day said, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna go on a 2-mile run. Anybody wanna go? Everybody said no, until one guy. About to go running with Fook here. Let's get it. But it turned out to be a very bad idea in the moment because I'm not accustomed to running on uneven grounding with mud on the ground. And we're essentially ninja warriors at the same time. We had to hop from rock to rock, from place to place. It was dangerous and I was gassed after that run. But seeing how Fee and Fope were running, and especially Fope, he was running with Bella in his hand, I couldn't just give up right there. I just kept chasing and chasing, even though deep inside, in my stomach, I felt this massive, acute pain. I knew that I had to keep pushing. No pain, no gain. Finally, we took our first break. It was worth the run. Break's over. Time to run again. But before we could make it back home,
little obstacle in our trail.
now Fook, this guy, he was an army guy. He had been in the army for the past few years and he knew his way outside.
There you go. Past it now. Almost there. I can see the house again. I'm so tired.
But for Fee and Fook, that wasn't the case. They started sprinting towards the house. Fook started hyping me up, and so I dug real deep.
Thanks for the run.
What's up, Fee?
White. Oh, that breeze feels good. Well, let's see what's next in the day.
For the rest of the morning, we took it nice and easy after that tedious morning. Noon rolled around. Everybody was off doing their own things. Some people were fishing. Fee and Fope, they had other things on their mind. They were going to create the best fire pit they could. But while working, they found that their tools were not the best. The axe was extremely dull. He knew that he couldn't chop this one with this dull axe. So the next best thing, you saw it down until it's smaller. Mini saws later, he still hadn't gone through the wood. And at that point, Fope had finished his task for the most part. And so he came over to help Faye try to do his. With the combined power of both of them, they weren't able to cut the wood. That wood was just that hard. Even with the saw, even with the axe, it wasn't enough. So they had to keep sawing and sawing. Right when one person recovered, they swapped in while they're cutting the wood. Let's see what the others are doing. Hanging out on the pier, Juan and Royal were back to fishing. They were gonna get their fish. Jeanette was bathing in the nice warm sun, while Alex and Yan, they were having the time with their dogs. Back to the guys. There they were. They knew they were close, so close
You could feel like
to breaking it apart. And with their last ounce of efforts, they cut straight through it. You could see the accomplishment on their faces. They were so happy that this was over. I was really beginning to see why people try to balance their lives. It's so essential to know when you're working too hard, dial back, and take it easy. Then to know when you're taking it too easy, crank it up and start working harder. It's that perfect balance that's so hard to get, yet it's what we strive for. As nighttime quickly arrived, it was time for the bonfire. Oh, the bonfire. Like every good movie, there's always a bonfire scene. So naturally, I was excited to sit around the bonfire. It was a cool night in the 40s. There was a direct heat source that was enveloping us. Why does those marshmallows look so square?
It's made for
Oh. At the bonfire, we shared our stories of our life in the previous years, getting to know each other that much better, building that close bond with each other, building bonds, treasuring bonds. That is what life is truly about, and that is my goal. A life full of experience, a life that I won't regret. That's the life I strive to live for, and that's why I'm so excited to go back home and start working again. Oh man, I love working and making these videos. Well, time to go.